No vaccines or masks required, threats of violence resulting in arrest, and our fursuiter recklessly risking their life. How did Furry Weekend Atlanta 2023 beat Anthrocon, becoming the second largest Furcon? On March 12th, FWA dropped the vaccine mask requirement concerning attendees. The current federal funding of free rapid NAAT tests made them unaffordable, along with the public health emergency ending on the con's first day. According to bivalent booster is unreasonable as only 17% of the US population has it. International attendees face accessibility challenges. NIH research indicates that last year's policy of the original vaccines became less effective over time compared to the bivalent booster. On-site testing was infeasible due to cost and limited staff, along with rapid antigen tests being unreliable, with FDA studies showing false negative results at 48% of people showing no symptoms. These actions would be no better than not requiring vaccines while increasing registration wait times, along with unnecessary stress for staff and attendees. Due to the reduced severity of the Omicron variant and subvariants compared to the Delta variant, they believe there will be minimal infections. Low transmission in Atlanta meant masks were optional, although vendors could refuse service to unmasked attendees. FWA recommends everyone get the 5-valent booster, flu shot, wear N95 masks, and stay home if one gets sick. They acknowledge the change may impact attendees' ability to attend and offer refunds or registration rollovers. Lufo saw threats to shoot them at FWA weeks before due to a failed character assassination by a transferring Twitter account. They made a fake screenshot claiming they were grooming a 14-year-old, resulting in being doxxed and a fake photo along with revenge porn being sent to their dad. Despite this, FWA had a few things going for them, like using wristbands instead of badges. The volunteer organization has limited staff and volunteers. Wristbands expedite the check-in process, eliminating badge printing and name announcements. In 2019, the average check-in time per person was under 30 seconds. Wristbands offer technological advantages and functionalities that badge can't provide. In 2020, FWA was the first Furcon to offer mail registration. Wristbands are tied to each individual and can be deactivated if lost, eliminating the charge for lost badges. They also benefit from being next to the busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta, which in 2022 saw 94 million passengers. Other large Furcons like Midwest Fur Fest and Texas Furry Fiesta, O'Hare, and Dallas-Fort Worth, which saw 68 million and 73 million. Furcons located in New Jersey Airbus can see more attendees due to more flights at cheaper prices. During the con, several issues arose, from inconvenient to potentially dangerous. On Sunday at 3:30 p.m., someone found a fake $100 bill at the dealer's den in front of a vendor's booth. They notified other vendors in con operations, discovering fake $20 and $50 bills. These are movie pops and can be determined by various texts like United States of America, replaced with for motion picture purposes, along with other small text on the front and the back of a bill. Some may question how dealers can overlook this, but they're very busy and have to work with long lines, and bad actors can take advantage of dealers during this time. This isn't the only case of stealing from dealers. On Saturday at 11 a.m., Lily Suits would tweet they were missing a fursuit base. 30 minutes later, they put video evidence of someone stealing from their den from others. Did not have a con badge either. It was Friday around 11 p.m. It's alleged they stole a rabbit, and it's unknown how we're in there as the dealer's den was closed. Contrary to popular belief, many dealers make below minimum wage after accounting for expenses like travel, hotels, and taxes. Sales at conventions can determine whether bills are paid, and stealing robs them not only for potential steal, but the cost of replacing the item. It's also risky to pay to attend or to steal unique items compared to the risk of being caught and humiliated by attendees. It's unknown what happened to the thief or whether it's related to the next situation. At 7 p.m., FWA stated an individual was taken to custody by APD this evening at FWA. No other attendees were involved in the incident. The individual has been removed from the hotel and not returning to FWA. There was an incident involving a person who was suspected of having taken meth, not listening to commands, and attacking others, resulting in police being called. To prevent further harm, the police had to tase and restrain them. While an unfortunate situation, it's complex, and both the suspect and police are in the wrong. While I don't agree with the police alleged using excessive force afterward, it's not as straightforward as making sweeping judgments about them without understanding the circumstances. There was a dangerous situation where a fursuiter ended up on the railing of the 47th floor hotel. The fursuiter not only risked their life, but also the safety of those below. Fortunately, the loophole hasn't been attacked. FWA saw a significant attendance rise, but the amount of infections is uncertain. Some attendees got infected, while others didn't, but both shared the results. However, that may be due to sampling bias, as unvaccinated attendees were more likely to be infected, or positive cases may be underreported due to stigma. Negative cases may also be underreported as they're not as noteworthy. Some attendees got sick for other reasons. Conventions have been historically associated with the risk of spreading illnesses, aka con crud, long before COVID-19. On May 13th, Denver dropped their vaccine and masking requirements for similar reasons to FWA. However, they were met with significantly more backlash. I believe conventions need to continue maintaining vaccinations along with masks in high traffic areas like main events and the dealer's den. We may never return to normal, but it'll be worth it. And con crud. Despite these difficulties, Furry Weekend Atlanta 2023 donated $100,000 and saw 10,328 attendees, a doubling from 2022's donations and a 41.5% increase from 7,300. This is even more impressive when considering 2019 saw 5,645, a 29.3% increase. This makes FWA the second largest Furcon, surpassing Texas Furry Fiesta, putting Anthrocon in third for the first time. With a rise in charity numbers and attendees, this makes me believe this is a success. More positive COVID-19 cases can put that into question. If you want to know more about Furry Weekend Atlanta, from an unfortunate suicide attempt to a popular prankster trolling attendees, and 2023 being the convention's 20th anniversary, check out 40 facts you didn't know about the con.